Hello, top 11 managers around the world. Welcome back to Mount Prefer Gaming. And in this video, I am going to discuss about something which is really amazing. I am going to talk about Taktik. Yes, guys. So, Taktik is one of the most essential part of winning a match in top 11. So, many of you do not really know how to use Taktik. So, if I give this tactic is the best one, that tactic is the best one, good one, blah blah blah, it doesn't matter. You need to understand the basic of tactics first. So I am going to show you the full guide in this video. I'm going to show you how you need to use tactic, what tactic means what, and how you can exactly use the tactic your own. Now in the tactics section, I am going to discuss about every part by part, every option I'm going to discuss so that it will be very easy for you to pick one in terms of your player's quality, in terms of your opponent. So the first option is team mentality. Now in team mentality, you have quite a few options and you need to understand their role. So what are the option of team mentality? So in the team mentality, at the first you have hard defending. So hard defending is basically the defending in which you go all out defense. You need to defend to survive, in this sort of situation. For an example, if you are facing a team, that team is really bigger than you and very, very big. It's not by percentage always. Sometime any teams can be very, very good team and his attack can be really greater than you. In that case, your opponent is attacking too much and it is almost difficult for your defenders to survive. So in that case, when you are 1-0, 2-0 down, or if you are not 1-0, 2-0 down, but definitely you are gonna receive goals. So in that situation, you can go for defensive, the hard defensive team mentality, and that will help you to receive not many goals. So hard defending is generally for up against a challenging team. Now let's move to the next one, defensive. Defensive is not all out defense, but it's technically defensive. They are defensive, but not all out. So in this case, it happens sometime, when you score 1 or 2 goals early against a good team, and then you want to defend well so that you do not concede goal, or sometime, you win first leg and in the second leg, you can start a defensive game. This will help you not to conceive many goals, and as a result you can win, and even if you lost second leg you can win overall aggregate. So in this sort of situation, defensive can be a very good one. Sometime when you play against a team which is very good in attack, you can go for defense. It can be also when you have a very good set of DC or defenders. They are very good, main attribute wise 200 plus. Your main strength is defense. In that case, you can play defensive because defense is your main strength. And the next one is normal. When you have a balanced formation, then you can use normal. When you play against a team which is pretty similar to you, in that sort of case, you can play normal. You can also play in the second leg when you need to draw or need to conceive less goal, 1 or 2 goal loss. Then you are gonna win in overall aggregate. In this sort of situation, you can go for normal. I generally play attacking or the sometime hard defensive when I play against big teams, and also I play hard attacking when I need to score many goals. Well, as I was talking about normal, now the attacking one. If you play attacking game, which is very positive, for me, playing attacking game is very positive, but sometimes really backfire. When you play against a big team, giant team, you have no chance. When you play attacking game, you may receive goals. But again, if you play very too much defensive, sometimes you may not score any goal. So up against a team which is quality team, very big giant team, in that that sort of situation, you can go for hard defensive, but for attacking, you can play attacking against any team. It's like you need to understand the situation. Sometime at the beginning, when your players are pumped up, doing well, in that sort of situation, you play maybe 20-30 minutes at first, at the beginning, or at the end, you can play attacking game so that you can score one goal, and maybe later you hard defense again. So I prefer attacking, always playing attacking game. Sometimes I change when I see that attacking is causing problem. The next one is hard attacking. Well, hard attacking is the team mentality that you should apply whenever you are very behind and you have no choice but to attack. You have no choice but to score goals. Otherwise, you are out. So in that sort of situation, you can go all out attack. You can hard attack sometime. So against any team, you may need hard attacking. But I will tell you that not to go hard attack against a team which is very big team, which is quality team. Their defense is very good. At the same time, their attack is giant. So in that sort of situation, you may receive many goals. It's not about giant, but also sometimes similar team, but they have very, very good built defender and attackers. In that sort of situation, they may also score many goals if you go for hard attack. Well, the next part is focus passing, and in focus passing, you see the first, it is mixed. I prefer generally mixed because when you actually allow mix, that means your team will go for everything. Yes, there is drawback of this, but most of the time allowing them to play their own way, anything they want, it will be very good for you because they may go for down the both flanks. They may go for right flank, they may go for left flank, they may go for through the middle. So anything they can do whenever they need, which is very good. But when you allow them only down both flank, then they will try only down both flank. It may not work, and that will not help you. And then if you just go for right flank, left flank, it may cause problem if it doesn't work. Same way through the middle. Most of the time, I see the formations of the opponents. Those are pro users. Most of the time, I see they use very, very good midfielders. Many midfielders, like 2-3 midfielders, 5 midfielders, even technically 6 midfielder as well. So this sort of heavy midfield playing match, it is difficult for you to do well when you play through the middle because it may not work. When you have teams like it, they do not have too much MC, like 1 MC, 2 MC. In that sort of situation, when you play through the middle with your vastly experienced midfield, then you are gonna get benefit of it. You are gonna get advantage of it. So tiki-taka sort of game, you can do well. When your opponents having really good midfield, in that sort of situation, through the middle won't work. You need to avoid through the middle in that time. In that time, you are gonna play flank wise. It can really work if he doesn't have DLDR. Flank will work, but if he has DLDR, quality DLDR, then both the flank will not work. So in down both flank, you are basically going in down both the flanks. You will play the ball on both the left and right sides of the field to create chances. And when you play only right flank, it means you will play the ball on the right flank to create chances. And when you play left flank, it means you will play the ball on the left flank to create chances. And so basically that means one of the best the best option I pick always is mixed. If we adopt this tactic, we will play the ball on every part of the pitch, which is really great, So guys, next option is passing style, and in passing style, similarly like the previous one, you should go for mixed. For me, I do it mixed. Sometimes go for short, sometimes go for long, but most of the time I use mixed That means I allow my team to play both the way when they need the short pass, when they need the long pass. When you cross, you need to long pass. When you play in the middle, in the center, through the middle, that means you need to pass shortly. So you need both. Any time when you need, time wise, they need to take both. So this way, mixed will be the better one for me. So, and let's talk about the next one, the force counterattack now. Force counterattack is a tactic that allows you to counter your opponent while they are attacking your defense. So turn on if your opponent is having more possession on the stat, turn off if you have more possession. So that means when you have balls all the time, then you need to turn it off. When you don't have ball, your opponent is having balls, you can turn on. In that situation, you can go for counter attack suddenly and you can score a surprise goal, and then you defend it very well and you get a win against even a mighty team. Now let's move into the defense. Pressing style at the first, as you see. A tactic to press the opponent high up the pitch or lower the pitch. If we press the opponent high up, your player will try to win the ball on the opponent's half and press the opponent's whole pitch. The high press will make your player tired fast by spending the energy of the players. The low press will press the opponent and try to win the ball when the ball is on your own half. It is not as trying as high press. So it is wise to play, less in high press, because when you play the whole game, the whole 90 minute, when you play using high press, your players are gonna be very very weak, and when you play against your good opponent, then the condition will be low, and in that sort of situation, your good opponent in 50-50 situation, they are gonna take advantage of it, and they are gonna score when your players are very very tired. So you can pick these high press only maybe 20-30 minutes of a game in the crunch moment when you really need to press hard and take the control of the ball from your opponent. You can also pick high press when you have very good condition, 99 condition, and you are doing well with high press. In that sort of situation, you can go for high press. And now the next one is the tackling style. So how much you can be aggressive during defense while in the match, that's what tackling style actually means. So easy tackle will produce less tackle and will have less number of fouls during the match. Normal tackle means slightly aggressive and will produce more tackles and fouls during the match. Hard tackle means full aggressive defense, which will produce more tackle and fouls. Fouls will give the opponent the chance to score goals from free kick and penalties. So I will tell you to not to use others except the easy tackling. Easy tackling will allow you to get less cards, and you will not give away free kicks to your opponent very often, and they can convert into goals by those free kicks. So they will not be able to convert if you go for easy tackling. When you go for hard tackling, sometimes it works. Let's say you are playing up against a giant team, nothing is working. In that time, you can actually break the nerve, like making hard tackles a lot frequently, and that will not allow them, go through your defense very easily. But it is like a suicide. Anytime you can give away a free kick and they can score a goal. So the next one is marking style. There are two options, zonal and man-to-man. Zonal marking means the player will have to stay in the same position of the formation you choose for your squad. Man-to-man marking means your player will mark the opponent's attackers and the formation will be fluid according to the opponent's attackers. Man-to-man marking will make our defenders fatigue soon. So it is very difficult because one player, two player, they will have to target one single player at once, and they will be actually divided into a group. I mean, the defenders will be divided into a group. So targeting a man is not a right decision. I prefer, zonal in that situation. But sometime in the rare case, you can use man-to-man. The reason is sometime when you have your opponent with the very poor quality of players or not very good quality of players, he's having average players, but one player, one attacker is huge. His one attacker is really causing all the problems. In this sort of situation, you can go for man-to-man marking, and he will be marked, and the scoring will be less, and the scoring will not actually occur. So in that sort of situation, you can take the advantage. And the last option is play offside trap. Offside trap will try to make offside for the opponent's attackers. Turn on these on if the opponent is playing more long balls to their attackers, and turn these off if the opponent is playing short passes. So it is very simple. If your opponent is passing very, very short passes often, then you can turn it off. But when you see long passes, they are, passing long very often, in that sort of situation, you can make it on, and that will help you to get many offside. All right, I hope you all understood about the tactics, the whole session. In this whole session, I really tried hard to discuss about every possible option in this tactic list. All the option was covered, discussed. So hope you like it, and if you like my video, please subscribe my channel. That will help me to inspire more amazing videos in future. I'm gonna put more effort if you subscribe me. Please subscribe my channel. Please inspire me and help me to grow this community into a big community.